Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, the Everyday Non-Expert here, and today I'm going to be going over the new Comic Book Day releases along with some spec involved for books coming out this Wednesday, January 27th, 2021. And without further ado, let's get started. First, we have my favorite book that's currently out right now, and that is Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky. We're going to have 3 covers this week. We're going to have the cover A, and then we'll have a cover B, and that looks like a null connecting variant. And then cover C is the Marvel Aliens cover. Next up is Strange Academy number 7. Now this is a book that I'm not necessarily on, but there's a lot of hype that seems to be out in the community around this run. I know there are a couple of the additional prints of number 1 that are doing pretty well on the secondary market. So if you are interested, I've actually started picking up Strange Academy, but only the last 2 issues or so, and I haven't started reading it yet. Obviously I'm probably gonna buy the trade first, and then get into the later issues, reading issue by issue as they come out, if it's as good as people say it is and I'm still intrigued by it. But after cover A we have cover B. I think this is Adrian Alfona. I'm not familiar with that person. And cover C, Art Adams. And I think this is the character highlight variant. I think they've had those for each number so far. After that is another very popular run. This one is probably the most popular run that I'm... well, I just started as well with Strange Academy. I was on Something is Killing the Children at the beginning. But then I kind of got off it, and then I sold it all, which was... I'm really regretting that right now. But it looks like there's just going to be one cover this week for Something is Killing the Children, number 14, cover A. I honestly don't know how these teens have been doing. I know some of the incentive variants were really good. I think 11 was really good. I think that was the Jenny Friesen black and white that was just stunning. Other than that, I don't think these are doing really well on the secondary market. That might be something that you'll have to wait for any type of option news and maybe some first appearances in these. Otherwise, I don't really see these ones getting much traction on the secondary market. Like the I think 1 through 7 are pretty much the most popular ones right now. I know I think there's a 4th printing of number 1 that's crazy good on the secondary market. So if you can find that for cover, that's definitely a good score. And the next one is by Aardvark Vanheim, Batbark, 5X, I guess? I don't know. I'm not showing the entire cover in my video. Let's just say it's a parody down to the smallest detail of the Batwing comic. So and you notice it right on the cover. So hopefully that was blatant enough for you to figure out why I'm not showing the whole cover. And I am actually just going to pick up one of these because, I mean, that book went pretty high. Obviously, this isn't Batman, but it's a parody of it, and sometimes those have some good value on the secondary market. I haven't checked eBay yet to see if any pre-orders are going for anything right now, but it might be something worth picking up and checking out. Especially, it looks like it's only about $4, so... at that price, it might be worth it. Next up is Loot by Scout Comics, and this one, she looks like maybe an Indiana Jones. I got an Indiana Jones vibe from the cover, and in the solicitation for it, it says it's from the writers of History Channel's Nightfall, which I absolutely loved. I mean, the story doesn't necessarily seem too intriguing, but I mean, I think I'll at least try number one. It's $2, so independents have been doing a great job. It's $2. It's the writer from History Channel's Nightfall, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a shot. This isn't a spec. It is one where I'm just interested in it simply for those particular reasons that I just laid out. Next is one of my most highly anticipated books of the week. It is DC Future State Dark Detective Chapter 2, but it also has Red Hood Part 1. So it's 48 pages at $6. It's already a better deal than the next Batman, because that one is running $8 or $9 right now, and you're really only getting a Batman story and then some random other stories, where at least Red Hood is pretty well tied into Batman. And if you really like Batman enough to kind of be picking up Dark Detective at full price on launch day, you're probably interested enough to get a Red Hood. So you're getting Batman, and that alone would probably be $3.99 or $4.99, and then you're getting another Red Hood. So you're getting for $6 48 pages. So it's a pretty good deal, at least as far as compared to the other Batman Future State books. So I would go ahead and pick this one up. It looks like you might find out how they knew that Bruce Wayne was Batman in this one. And Jason Todd actually looks like he might be working as a mask hunter for the Magistrate. So who knows how that could tie in later. It might be pretty interesting. So anyway, I think it's definitely worth a pick. Let's move on to the next Batman book of the week, and that is going to be Batman Black and White number 2. I spec'd on this one, the Momoko cover, and it was kind of a failed spec, to be honest. It looks like Sophie Campbell, who wrote Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for a while, actually returns to DC. So let's see where this goes in the second book. I honestly haven't read number 1 yet. That was strictly a cover spec buy. And actually in my FOC video, which I'll put a card right here, that is actually due at the release of this video. It'll actually already have been due. It was due last night for DC. But it was another spec, but this is for first appearance wise, for Batman Black and White number 3. So 1 was a cover spec, 3 is a story spec, first appearances, 2, who knows, but I'm going to be getting 1 and 3 already, so I figure I might as well pick up 2, and then I'll have the run, and then who knows, maybe I'll just end up liking the story. So I'm going to pick this one up, Batman Black and White number 2. Moving along here, I have a book that I haven't seen anyone mention at all, and that is IDW Marvel Action Origins number 1. It's right in the name. The spec is because it's the Origins. Who knows if there is a different type of origin story that they have here that maybe they will develop in the movie coming up or anything like that. It is 32 pages for $5, so that's pretty good. But I'm just going to pick up this number 1 just because it's a number 1 and it's about origins. I think I don't know if Marvel Actions is going to do an Origins run for a bunch of different characters yet. I would imagine that's what this is. But either way, it's an origin of Spider-Man, and Marvel Action, you can't go wrong with a Spider-Man origin. And the last actual comic for this week is Star Wars The High Republic #1 second printing. This is probably the biggest spec book of the week because the FOC for second printing was actually due before #1, the first printing came out, and it blew up on the secondary market. So the second printing may actually be under ordered compared to the first print. So if you can get this second print for cover, I would definitely jump on it. And I actually haven't checked eBay, but I'm guessing there are some pre-orders that are above cover. You may want to check eBay, see what these are going for the day before you go into your shop, and if they are above cover, this might be something that you can do for a quick flip. Anything Star Wars right now, I'm doing for a quick flip. I'm not really hanging on to anything Star Wars right now. I'm on the regular Star Wars run. Those I'm hanging on to, but the High Republic and Bounty Hunters and anything, any Darth Vader, anything like that, Dr. Aphra, I'm using those to flip. I'm really only keeping the main Star Wars run as far as for my personal collection. The final title coming out this week is actually not a comic book, but rather it is a trade paperback of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Metal Bending Academy. This is about Toph Beifong's Metal Bending Academy, and it looks like it's fairly close to after the finale. It looks like Sokka and Suki are coming to visit Toph. And that's all it says in the solicit, so I don't know if Aang and Katara are going to be in this one. But honestly, other than Zuko, Toph was probably my actual second favorite character as far as her situation, development, things like that. She's really funny. But anyway, I think it is $12.99. That's one of the reasons I'm not picking it up. But it is a trade paperback, so it's probably quite long. But if you are a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, I know it's gotten huge since it's been on Netflix. I've honestly watched the entire series. I have it on kind of in the background when I'm doing nothing or just to watch, or it's just really fun to either have on the background or to stop and watch. I mean, just all the time. There's really nothing. I could go on and just blabber about Avatar like I am right now. But anyway, I will stop just rambling and yeah, just there you go. Avatar: The Last Airbender, trade paperback, $12.99. And that's going to do it for this week for me, people. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did find it useful, please click that like button, that thumbs up. Please subscribe to see more videos and great comic book content just like this. You can also click that notification bell so you see them right when they come out. A lot of my videos are time sensitive. FOC, you gotta watch them before the due date passes. These spec videos you're going to want to see, check them out so that way you can check it out on Monday and Tuesday on eBay and see if any of these books are going for a pre-order amount. And then my haul on Wednesdays, you're going to want to check that one out and get that notification right away, because I do kind of try to read these early, and then I also search eBay for the books that I bought and see if there's anything that I got that's hot on the secondary market, so you can hit it when you go to your shop. But I will also mention if there's a hot book that I did not pick up, so that way you know if you're going to your comic book shop, or if you're need to call them and have them put it aside for you because you're going to be in there later, you know to do that. All right, leave a comment down below. Let me know if there's anything that you're reading that I'm not, or if there's anything that you're not impressed with as far as the books that I like. I'm definitely down to hear some of that constructive criticism or anything like that. Maybe have a nice back and forth with some great comic book people. Alright, well, thanks again for checking out this video. Have a great day.